Hello. Alright, well, on this video, we have the Archvile. And, this guy is probably one of my favorites ever. I mean, he's just too cool. Um, Technically, I wouldn't have made these dead bodies if it wasn't for me making this figure, because there's a lot of things I wanted to do with this guy. Because he's got, he's got his resurrection look going on, and then he's got his attack thing that he does too, which are two different things. One, he's got red arms and he's kind of lit up red, and then the other one he's lit up lit up yellow, and then has kind of like some slight like kind of shit energy coming off of him. And then like depending on what he's doing, everything it's a big deal. Um, and looking at these original sprites and shit from the game and all that, God, you just want to make it all. You want to make all these little details so you can just make it all come together. But whatever. So, I couldn't do what I really wanted to. So my original idea was like, well, I'll throw in some fucking dead bodies so he can do the resurrection thing. And then it turned into, well, if I'm making a dead body, I may as well make a dead body for everybody. And so these are basically his accessory, is what I'm getting to. All these dead bodies are his. Well, except for his dead body, which I had to make. But in the end, like he can't resurrect himself. They can't resurrect each other, if you didn't know that. Same with the cyber demons and the spider masterminds. They cannot resurrect them, which is probably fair. But let's talk for 30 fucking minutes about bullshit, and then let's get to the toy. If you can't tell, I thought it was a great idea to just, when I was done painting him, I thought he was pretty, but he wasn't pretty enough. I figured I'd put a beauty mark right here. God, he looks prettier. Oh, it really pulls him together. I don't give a shit about paint rub, but stuff like that does bug me. It hit up here where the clay is coming down. That's my fucking fault. It wouldn't have happened otherwise. But that yellow, that's why I chose Kamakura. Oh, that's what this is. This is a Sigma 6 Kamakura action figure. But I chose yellow because he's kind of a yellowish color. Well, that's what I thought. And then I'm like fucking trying to match the color, and he's actually more white than anything. So let me get into him, because when I was trying to make all these Doom figures, I mean, the way they look in the game, and then when you see the originals that... the original artwork that they've released, dude, the Archvile looks fucking goofy, and I'm sorry, to me it looks kind of stupid, and I just could not fucking do that face. And so I tried to go with kind of what you would see in the game, and I think I nailed it. Not nailed it, but I think I got it close. Where it looks like he's got these weird jowls, and it's just like, it doesn't look like he has a mouth, but I didn't want to do that. So I just gave him kind of a skeleton mouth. It looks pretty corny, but can we get that to focus, please? He's got the sexy ass Hellraiser eyeballs though, which I think that fucking makes him just look that much better. But hell yeah, dude, I think he came out looking pretty cool. But I would have done his stomach right, but this is the very first thing I did on him, was the stomach. And I would have done that right, but there's kind of some more detail there. But anyways, I would have done interchangeable body parts on him. What I would have done was probably interchangeable arms and a head, or at least make some masks that go on his face. I was thinking about doing that, but then it's like, well, I do that and it's gonna... He's white. I mean, everybody else, you can have a little bit of black rub here and there, but this guy, a little bit of fucking black goes a long way because he's so pale. And, like if you weren't seeing all that black stuff, paint rub would have been a better issue to take care of on this guy for sure. Anyways, so the hands were another issue. This guy's got very lanky, tiny, skinny hands. And I was like, man, what the fuck do I have? Marvel Legends Lady Deathstrike from back in the day. And I love that figure. And, oh, God, really reluctant. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't fucking talk. About cutting these fuckers off. Because that's all I did. I literally cut her fingers off. Anyway, so yeah, I cut Kamagra's hands off like right there. You can kind of see it. But I cut them off like right there and then glued her hand on because I cut it off just below the thumb. So you see, look. You see where the clay's hard. So, I mean, I knew I wasn't going to be fucking beating the shit out of him. So you can do things like that when you're customizing, as long, see, you guys didn't even notice until I fucking pointed it out. One thing I don't really research a lot about customizing and stuff. I just kind of jumped into it and started doing it myself. I did the video I watched. It's because I was cheap and I was trying to make some money, and I've already sold a fuck ton of my toys, and I was like, well, I'm gonna sell some more. So I have 2 Super Patriots, and I was like, well, if I'm gonna sell my Super Patriot toy, I'm going to take one's arms off and put him on the other one so he's got the gun arms. I want the gun arms. Because they made 2 different ones with 2 different arms. And so I looked it up online. I looked it up on YouTube. And this is, 3 years ago I looked it up. I looked up on YouTube how to fucking customize a toy. And how to, basically all I wanted to know is how do I pop the arms off without fucking shit up. And then I found out about epoxy sculpt, which has been around for a very long time. Not only that, but green stuff and all that stuff. And I actually remember in Toy Fair magazine, they had articles about that shit, but I didn't read. I was a stupid kid, didn't read. So I remember, and now I'm like looking at, I remember these pictures I saw of them customizing a toy with some kind of, I always thought it was gum. It looked like gum to me. And I was just like, this is stupid. And not to mention they kind of sucked at sculpting, no offense, but I mean, I'm not that good either, but at least my stuff's nice and rounded out. It's not, I hate it when stuff looks like it's been detailed with a fucking tool. I mean, not like this, obviously that doesn't bother me as much, but like when it's got the really sharp and jaggedy edges, it just looks like crap to me. And that's, it's a big no-no, in my opinion. But that's the arch file. I mean, oh yeah, and then all the resurrections, and then so we can do our positioning, and then so I made these fire, because I wanted to do something with the attack still. So I made so when I'm taking pictures, I can kind of put that's what it looks like from behind, but I can put that where I want to, and then throw the flames on whoever I want, as long as it fits. It doesn't really fit on anyone. It's very crude. It's very, very crude. I just took a coat hanger. I actually made this one first. This is the coat hanger. I cut it and I straightened it out, and foil and clay. And then with this one, I was like, well, I can take a hanger and make the fire, and just clip on to people. I just gotta sit there and fuck with it for about 35 minutes to 40 minutes before I can get a fucking picture taken, because it's stupid and doesn't really do what you want to. But hey, it's this stuff is very hokey. I don't know what you'd call it, or whatever. I don't put that much thought into it. I just make it. I think that's more important than fucking sitting there thinking. So anyways, that's my spiel and my arc file. Thank you very much.